Hi, welcome into Love Goddess Tarot. Today's pick a card love reading is going to focus on messages about love, what's coming next, anything important that you need today. I've also written down 4 messages that came through, channeled messages for you. So I want you to take a moment, see which energy is calling to you. I'm obviously using the fish and sea creatures here. First, starting with starfish spirit, number 1. Number 2 is whale spirit. Number 3 is koi fish. And number 4 is dolphin. So take a moment. Let's get started as soon as you're ready. Deep breath in. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. The timestamps are below. Hi, number 1, you chose starfish spirit. And the message there is open to infinite possibilities. And it's just almost like you're a starfish and you're just, wide open, laying out with your hands reaching out, open for anything. I love this because it also connects to the star card in the tarot, which is about healing. It's about following your true path, following, the thing that you're meant to do, whatever your spiritual and soul's intention is. So it's a really beautiful message. I'm going to read to you from the Oracle book, and then I'm going to read you the message that I wrote down for you, and we'll see how we're kind of, where this is all taking us. Okay, so starfish spirit is... take the lead. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's stag. Starfish is open to infinite possibilities, of course. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. Okay, no, I was just checking because power was one of the words that came through, and I just lined up the cards as I pulled them, but that's really interesting. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you which, but there is another pile. So if you were called to or drawn to another pile, trust your intuition on that one, okay? And listen to that pile as well. There might be a message there for you. Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imagination and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, starfish urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone to dream bigger dreams. Okay, so this is about dreaming bigger dreams. Now, the message that came through for me today was keep it simple, get back to basics. So I feel like this is really connected because it's about really going within, really connecting to what it is that brings you joy, what makes your heart sing. There's definitely a call here to really tap into what your true wants, wishes, and dreams are, and to kind of get rid of all the noise around you that may be distracting you from following your true path or following your dreams or pursuing something, okay? And there's a connection here for you when it comes to love too. Like, what is it that's just the basics? What is it that you really are looking for, Strip it down to that, okay? Now, let's get started with your reading. We have the 7 of Wands reversed, the Hermit, interesting. There's the message of going within, getting to the source, getting to what it is you truly desire. The Hermit is about finding that wisdom from yourself. 6 of Wands, Daughter of Swords, both reversed. The bottom of the deck, the Empress. Okay. So there is something about connecting back to what it is that you value. And most of all, getting back to your heart center. Because when the Empress is reversed, it's really talking about not valuing yourself, right? The Empress knows her worth. The Empress is about growing things. She's about nurturing. This is the card of fertility, of motherhood. When this is reversed, it means maybe you need to nurture yourself. Maybe you need to get back to basics before you can kind of reach out and connect in a relationship. There's something that, you know, kind of something within you that needs your attention right now is what I'm getting. But let's go through it. Let's work through it, starting with that Seven of Wands, okay? And you see the flame there. You see the flame here, right next door, the Hermit's lantern. Well, it's on a turtle shell here, so it's not the Hermit's lantern, but it is a lantern. It's about enlightenment, it's knowledge, it's wisdom. The Hermit is definitely a card about getting back to the basics and stripping it away. The Seven of Wands reversed says that maybe you've been fighting battles. Maybe you're feeling like you had to defend yourself, right? Maybe you feel like you have a lot on your shoulders, or you've taken on too much, and you're just overwhelmed. Okay, so the message here is to let go of what is not in your control and focus on what is. Okay, so if we go back to this idea of your dreams and wishes, it's again, it's focusing within. A lot of these are reversed except for the Hermit, and so what that's saying to me is that there is a need for you to keep it simple, to get back to basics, and to focus on you. What you want, your life, your everyday routines, you know, what you're valuing, trusting your intuition, getting back to that center, which is the Hermit card. Okay, so then we move over here to the Daughter of Swords and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is really a card of success, of victory, a milestone or a goal being reached. When it's reversed, it can show some sort of being discouraged or losing confidence. Again, that goes back to the Empress reversed. So maybe you're not getting the recognition that you wanted, or maybe you have felt kind of worn out from defending yourself, or not connecting with the right people, or having a relationship that really inspires you. So strip all that away. We need to get back to who you are and release any sort of negativity and sort of any negativity around you or negative thinking. It's time for you to build your confidence back up, and that's going to allow you to dream big. And when you can do that, that's what allows you to bring in the love energy that wants to come in. Okay, so this is really about you taking care of you right now. Really interesting because the keep it simple message came through. And the starfish again is a connection to healing. So that speaks to that energy as well, you know, getting your confidence back. There we have candle. Wow, and you had the flame here and here. Candle, Aphrodite's flame, hot, focus, clarity, drive, focus on what you want now. Exactly. Whoa. You might need to take some time to yourself, you know. Mirror, Aphrodite symbol, reflection, meditation, self-care. Exactly. With the Empress reverse, number 11, the answers you seek are within, which is the message of the Hermit. Okay, so it is time right now. You're getting a really strong message today about focusing on self-care, focusing on you, what it is you want. Bottom of the deck here is blue, Aphrodite's color, ocean, sky, eyes, dress, show your true colors. I find that interesting because we have such a prominent blue here in the butterfly of the Six of Wands. So it's about really, again, showing who you are, looking in that mirror, that inner self, not looking outside of you for validation. You haven't been getting it. Whatever's going on in terms of relationships, the way that the place where it's starting is this healing, this getting back to basics, this going within and taking some time to yourself. I know that might not be what you wanted to hear today, but that's the message that came through. So I think it's an important one for you, especially if you've been feeling worn down. I'm going to pull charms today. I haven't done them in a couple of days. This one stuck to my finger and it says freedom. There's something that you need to release yourself from. Beautiful message here, Aphrodite symbols, all of the seashells, and do you see what's on there? The starfish, which is what you chose. Yeah, this is about focusing on you right now, your dreams and wishes. You have love coming in, right? There is a beautiful, like, soulmate energy coming through with the infinity symbol. There's good luck, good fortune, okay? Things shifting and changing. This is about a delicate peach. This is about taking care of yourself. We have the Christmas tree. Christmas time could be a time when things start to move and change for you. This is interesting because it's like a quarter, it's 25. That could be also December 25th, which is Christmas. It's also money. Again, back to the Empress, valuing yourself. And I also think of that John Mayer song, Quarter Life Crisis. It's like, it's just a time where you are really evaluating and you're needing to go within and figure out what is your dream, what is it you really want in order for the universe to bring it to you, okay? You have a diamond here and it's red. It's really connecting for me with the flame of the Hermit and the Seven of Wands. Maybe it has a message for you that is different. Diamonds are connected to earth energy, and so going back to the Empress here, she's connected to the sign Taurus, which is an earth sign. The Hermit is an earth sign, which connects to money, work. So you could be, looking at a new career. You could be looking at new ways to earn money. You could be working your way back to something, a different career, a dream that you've had. That goes back to that message that we first had from the starfish spirit. So be open to new ideas, be open to the possibilities, but first you have to honor yourself and sort of block out any other distractions that are keeping you from whatever that is, whatever that, inner wish is. So that is your message. I think that's all I have for you today. I hope this helped you. Please write your comments below and let me know how you connected with the messages that came through today. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all those things right here. It's free, it's easy, and it helps me know that you want me to keep coming back and bring you all this fun content. You can hit the super thanks if you'd like to leave a tip. And I am retiring my private 3-card and 6-card readings. So if you have a question, you better hurry up and get that ordered, okay? So go ahead and use the link in the description box to book your reading. I am sending you so much love. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, number 2, you were drawn to the message of Whale Spirit, which is trust the great mystery. And I've also written a message for you, which came when I was meditating, and your message today was hope. The word hope came through, don't lose it. So is there something in terms of you and your energy and what you've been feeling that you're needing to hold on to that hope, right? To believing in and trusting. Hope and trust go together really beautifully. Whenever we are feeling like frustrated. I love the whale spirit because for me, the whale is such a beautiful, incredibly strong, huge, obviously, animal, but it really connects for me with like diving deep, right? Having breakthroughs, you know, whether it's an emotional breakthrough, you see that whale tail, you see the whale breach and come above the water. And it just really, for me, it seems like you may have been through a lot, but you are going to make a breakthrough, right? So let me read to you from the Oracle book about the whale spirit, Trust the Great Mystery. The message is, whale spirit is an ancient creature who was here at the beginning of time and who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has transpired. In the hidden realms where all things must gather first, before manifesting into form, whale spirit is the keeper, singer of the soul of the world from the deepest waters of the coldest seas. Wow, how beautiful. When the whale spirit appears, it is a reminder that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things can't be figured out. We just have to trust. Wow, okay, this is something. I'm definitely feeling this energy of you being sort of really close to a breakthrough. Okay, so the Hierophant came through first, which is that powerful knowledge. That's another keeper of wisdom. It's connected to the sign Taurus. You see that crow is carrying the key. We also have the 8 of Pentacles, and that is reversed. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Hangman upright is the overall. So this is a big shift. Okay, let me take a moment and look at all of this. It's interesting because obviously the Hangman is about trust in a lot of ways. It's about trusting in timing. It's about just allowing, let it happen, you know. Surrender. Surrender is a big word with the Hangman. And so I'm kind of feeling that as well for your reading today, the energy of surrender. The Hierophant is a teacher. It can be a representative of like spiritual knowledge, some sort of evolution, gaining higher knowledge, gaining higher awareness. So I feel like you've been on some sort of really incredible spiritual journey, and you've been really kind of diving deep like the whale, you know, who's been here through it all. You've seen a lot, you know. The energy of this reading is somebody that's going through this sort of deep awakening. The other thing I want to say about the Hangman is that it's connected to the sign Pisces, and here we have that watery Neptunian deep, you know, psychological, emotional processing here. So next you have the 8 of Pentacles, and in this case it's a spider weaving a web. It's reversed, and when it's reversed, it's some sort of delays in your progress, right? And so it's understanding that although things are delayed, you might have to take a few steps back, learn something over. This is about going within, and I think that you have a very important connection coming up, a romantic connection, a spiritual connection. It's not going to just be like, you know, a date This really feels more like a very strong spiritual connection. And so I guess the universe is really saying here to trust in the process and let go of the timing, which don't lose hope. Somebody said to me today, which was really funny, it's like everything's always about waiting or something like that. And that is pretty frustrating most in our everyday lives, to be constantly told, well, you just have to wait. And it's like, well, I'm tired of waiting. But I do think that coming up pretty soon, you are going to have a big aha moment when it comes to relationship. And it's been a long time coming. It could be connected to a Pisces. It could be connected to someone that you know that you've been kind of like in a connection with, back and forth with. It's kind of taken a while for it to sort of gel. But I think that it is coming, and I think the message here is not to lose hope. If you haven't met anyone yet, I would say that this connection is one that takes a while to evolve over time. There's something about you having to get, both of you having to get on the same page, and maybe even some stuff that work-wise, your life, it's like you have to kind of get your priorities in order and get your life sort of balanced before the two of you can be together. Seven of Cups, another message of Pisces. So I'm feeling a really strong Pisces person coming through. They may even be going through something legal, like a divorce, or a separation, or a business problem. That could be part of this sort of long journey, but there is that moment when it's like, boom, okay, we're ready. And then it moves forward pretty quickly. Okay, let's see what messages we have from the Love Goddess, Aphrodite Oracle. You have Diamond. Aphrodite's gemstone, tough, clear, brilliant, pure. The bond between you is unbreakable. Yeah, like I said, this is a karmic connection. Sparrow, Aphrodite's bird, guiding, direction, movement, leadership. You're on the right path. And it's interesting because you have the Hierophant with the crow here, so we have another bird reference, which is about movement and change. So yeah, one of you could also be moving, changing jobs. There's a lot of transformation going on for both of you before you kind of align in a relationship. Whether it's a friendship that evolves over a long period, or there's some distance, between the two of you, there's a reason for you to kind of need the message of hope and to trust and to hold on. So this isn't going to be a straightforward, you meet, you fall in love, happily ever after. This takes a little bit. Okay, so this one wanted to fall out separately, and isn't that interesting, because it is the dream catcher, which looks a lot like the spider web. But this is about dreams coming true, being protected. You have another message of protection, and also karmic connection with the angel wing. You have the playful energy of the duck, more water references, that Pisces that we were feeling. This is about working really hard on something and being a perfectionist. That goes back to the Eight of Pentacles, spider web. Things taking time. Here we have the snowflake or the star, which is about healing. We have a sewing machine. Again, more about work, things taking time. Here we have the comb, which is self-care, and the beautiful heart. Okay, so you have romance, you have love coming, but again, a lot of your charms are connected to work. To taking time, to things that have like a process, sewing things together. There's a really strong connection to work, to time, to putting in the effort. That's why I think you got the message, don't lose hope, at first. And that's why it keeps repeating in your reading today. So, remember, diamonds are, they start out as something else, and then they have to, all this pressure put on them, and they turn into diamonds. So the pressure here, the difficulty, vulnerability of this connection ultimately pays off, because then you have this lasting symbol for engagement, for marriage, diamond, unbreakable bond. So there you go. That's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, write all your comments below. If you'd like to leave a tip, hit the super thanks button. And if you want a private reading, a 3-card or 6-card reading just like this that I record, but you watch it and it's only for you. If you have a love question, go ahead and ask it and get your reading in. I am retiring that offering, so it won't be here much longer. Okay, I'm sending you lots of love. Good luck. Hey, number 3, you chose the koi fish spirit, and your message is there is always enough. And I also wrote down a message for you, which I meditated before I did this reading today. And the word that came through for you was power. Fear of being hurt. That was the message that came through. So it's interesting because your card is there's always enough. So it's like you don't be afraid that you can't, show who you are. There's a lot of strength in vulnerability. And so I think that maybe you have some sort of fear around not finding someone, or some fear about someone not giving you enough, or, you being left out in some way. That was kind of the feeling that I had. Let me read to you from the koi fish spirit. The oracle message is, the koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is the potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity and magnetically attract the opportunities and abundance you need. The message of the koi fish is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it, okay? So if you're feeling a sense of scarcity, if you're afraid you won't have enough when it comes to love, whatever the outer conditions are, it's really more important about you having that sense of abundance within, okay? So let's see what your tarot messages are today about love, in addition to the koi fish. You have the Son of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor reversed, Five of Cups reversed. That's that letting go of the sorrow, the sadness, learning the lessons of the past, with the Page of Swords upright. Knight of Swords upright. Okay. So as you can see, 3 of these are reversed, meaning the energies are still available to you. They're either delayed, blocked, or there's a need for you to kind of use whatever the energies represented by the card are for yourself, to look within. But it can also be that holding on a little bit, but let's go through it, starting with the Son of Pentacles, okay, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, okay? It's somebody who's loyal, who's dedicated, very conscientious, somebody who sticks to routine, somebody who likes sort of reaching goals slowly. When it's reversed, this can be saying that incorporating some sort of routine into your life might help. Just focusing on those little things. Again, getting back to the first message of the koi fish, like working on that abundance feeling within yourself. So this is really about, I feel you're going to be embracing some new routines. You're going to be working on some powerful feelings of abundance and attracting abundance and feeling strong, especially financially, materially, like with the Emperor reversed here. You could be kind of moving away from somebody in a position of power, like the Emperor is a powerful person. It could be that, you know, there's somebody in your life, or there's been somebody in your life who's made you feel less than, or who you were financially kind of dependent on, or someone who misused their power with you. So this is about a message of you getting that power back. I see sorrow here with the Five of Cups reversed, but the Five of Cups reversed, it's good. It's a good card to have reversed, because I feel like you're healing. I feel like you're moving on from whatever this sorrow represents for you. You know, the message of the Five of Cups is to focus on those two cups. Not, you know, this is a little different in this illustration. Normally there's 3 cups that are turned over and 2 that are upright. And your message is to really focus on those 2, because that shows the 2 of Cups coming through, which is, of course, a beautiful connection. But when it's reversed, it's that, you know, something that you're moving on from, something that you're healing from in the past, someone that maybe you need to forgive, or maybe even you need to forgive yourself. But I do see you moving towards something much brighter in the future. I feel like there's more than enough. And with the Knight of Swords flying in here, I see an opportunity for love coming in quickly. I think that once you feel a sense of like internal empowerment, you're able to really connect with this energy. This could be an air sign, could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This is somebody who's very fast. They are going to tell you what they think. They're going to be very open, very direct, very honest. Okay. So I think that they're going to kind of swoop in and shake things up for you. I think they're yeah, that's the feeling I have, like they're going to shake things up. Let's see if anything else comes through for you. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. So the message here is to move on from this hurt, right? The 8 of Cups is a message possibly that you may be even moving. Maybe you're feeling like there isn't enough opportunity where you are, like a big fish in a little pond, and you want to be a little fish in a big pond. There definitely could be a move. You know, the Knight of Swords is a card of movement and change as well. So there could be a move for you. And we have the King reversed. So yeah, I feel like you're 6 of Cups upright. I feel like it could even be moving back to a place you once lived, or a place that feels really comfortable. I feel like you're moving towards a connection with somebody who's much more emotionally available than your past experiences. If you haven't had that, you know, kind of long-term committed partner, I feel that you're going to start dating more. You know, if you've been somebody who hasn't been dating because you've been afraid of being hurt, or because you felt less than, I do think that there's some sort of shift coming for you. And it moves fairly quickly once you kind of get that abundant feeling. It's really kind of like if you wanted to work on manifestation. It's like believing that you have things before that you actually do. And I know it's not easy, but it might be something you want to try practicing. Paris, Aphrodite's hero, winner, prize, ring, on blast, you will win the prize. Yeah. So something positive is coming for you. Bottom of the deck, Adonis. Love, passion, temptation, attraction, this person wants you too. So yeah, this is where that confidence comes into play. Look, it's all good. It's really just about you getting your confidence back. That's what I think. And I think it is, you're in process. Okay, so we have the moon here. The moon is about addressing our fears and doing things anyway, right? We have the dark stone. That's about absorbing negative energies, right? So you might want to work with some darker stones just to help you with that if you have anyone negative in your environment, like that Emperor, who can be a bit manipulative. That could be an Aries, or just someone who has money or control of your money in some way, who's a bit manipulative. We have the beautiful elephant, which I love. The elephant is showing that obstacles being removed from your path. And sometimes obstacles are put in your path so that you move around them. But it is a symbol of good luck and good fortune, like Ganesh. And it's also a symbol of matriarchal society. So it's like a lot of strong female energy around you, helping you. You also have that beautiful dream catcher, which is another message of protection, and the leaf. So there could be something about fall time period in terms of love, and also about letting go, you know, because leaves fall from the trees, and it's time for us to, again, like a tree, going back to your first message, it's like getting that security within. So it's like you release the dead leaves so the rest of the tree can get strong. Okay, so I think that's what you're in process of. But you do have love coming through in a big way, and it's very romantic. Ooh, okay, that's your reading for today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All those things are free. You can also hit the super thanks button if you want to leave a tip. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you want a 3-card or a 6-card private reading, those are going bye-bye. So I am retiring that format. If you want those, this is last call, everybody. Last call. So I know I'm going to get a ton of emails or comments in the comment section saying the link isn't working. How come the link doesn't work? Because it's going to be turned off. That's why. So if you want those kind of readings, if you have a love question, if you want a general reading just for you, I record it just like this. You watch it on a private link right here, and you can get any of your questions answered. Okay, that's it for today. Sending you lots of love. Hi, number 4, you were drawn to the dolphin spirit, and the message is this and that are true. I'm going to read to you from the Oracle book to look a little deeper into your message. But before I do that, I want to read to you what I meditated and came up with today for you. And the word romance came through, and the message was really to be romantic in all that you do and are. Meaning, I was just feeling like I feel this energy like you're someone that wants a romantic person. Like you're like, oh, I wish I had someone who was romantic. And I felt like the message for you was to do that and live that for yourself now, and also live it just in your life and with your friends and with your family. Like you can be romantic in just living, in enjoying life. And I feel like that sort of like helps increase and attract that romance that you're looking for. Let me give these a quick shuffle, and then I'm going to read to you the message of the dolphin spirit. Okay. So for dolphin spirit, this and that are true. That's a fun one. Okay. The oracle message is, dolphin spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is dolphin spirit, both this and that. Two truths coexist. The story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so it's really about seeing both sides of a situation and seeing the good and bad and, you know, in everything, really. We have all of it going all the time. And so that's a really interesting message about a way to kind of live life, which is kind of connected to mine too. Okay, let's look here. You have the Seven of Swords reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, there you go. Right off the bat, we have where the suffering is coming from, okay? So with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like there is definitely a situation in your life where you went through something difficult. Maybe someone lied, betrayed you. Seven of Swords is a liar, a cheat, somebody who's deceptive. The Five of Pentacles is about feeling lost, left out, a loss in finances, a loss in money, a loss of self-worth. So this is not a good combo. Like I can definitely see suffering here. I'm curious to see where I understand the this. Now let's find out what that is. Okay, the Moon. So I guess these experiences were helping you to overcome your fears. But the Moon is also a cyclical message that things wane, you know, just like the moon grows, the light of it grows, and then it ebbs and flows. It's like life is like that. And I think that if you have been through a tough time, the lessons from that are going to make you stronger, is what this is. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, the Strength card reverse. So yeah, that's having gone through something difficult, but it going to actually lead you to a place of strength. Okay, beautiful. And this is this is what's coming in. This is the beautiful thing that comes in. You get the beauty of the Knight of Cups, which is an offer of love. This is someone coming in with their heart wide open. This is romance. This is the romance that I was picking up on. This is coming in for you, okay? So by this happening, whatever this was in your life, you were able to strip it all down, get down to the real strength of who you are, and able to really be open and show that vulnerability. This actually gave you vulnerability. And that's the blessing, if you will. Someone romantic is coming in, so that is very good news. And you know, swans mate for life, so we have someone who is interested in a long-term connection. Yeah, this was an ending. This is a cycle that is over. This is a chapter that is over. For some of you, it was a divorce, the end of a relationship, a legal situation. Something is coming that has been painful and difficult, but it is over. That is the good news. And what you have up ahead is your whole life and future and romance. Okay, so look what we have. We have the Page of Wands, we have the Two of Wands, we even have the Queen of Wands. All of that strength, that fire of the Lion of the Strength card is coming back. All this wand energy is connected to this. So yeah, by this happening, whatever your difficulty has been, whether it was getting rid of this devil that you were connected to, whether it's a person, a relationship, or a behavior within yourself, you are now able to step in and enjoy this beautiful romance. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy to see what a beautiful shift is coming up for you. Let's see what we have from Aphrodite. Venus, love and friendship, perfection, star, dreamy. Number 5, wishes are coming true. Okay? Get ready for the kiss of a lifetime. Okay? And you might work together. So there you go. You have fresh, calming, tingle, healthy, get ready for a kiss of a lifetime. You're moving towards something much healthier and also feeling healthier. Bees, hardworking, community, magic, team player, you will work together. So that goes along with that love and friendship, that this is a real partnership that's coming up for you. And all of this difficulty was part of your story. I mean, I hate to say necessary because it's like, oh, okay, you go through what I went through. But I think, you know, just having lived as long as I have and done as many readings as I have, I understand sometimes the perspective that we need when we're going through tough things, to know that it's just part of your story, it's part of your path, but it's not the whole story, okay? So just remember that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what charms come through. We'll do a charm reading. Ooh, just a couple. You have believe in love. There you go. You also have the CD player, which is the old-fashioned music, 90s, interesting, okay? So that might have a special connection for you. You might understand that. You might love music. You might be connecting with somebody who, you know, shares some of the same memories that you do, or you have something in common. You could even have a connection with this person from back in the day. Okay, you also, it's interesting, the red diamond came up before too, and I don't think I've had it ever in my charm readings, and it's come up twice today. To me, it's like a diamond is an engagement ring, it's a commitment, but it's also strong, unbreakable. It's like you are strong. Don't forget that, you're unbreakable, and the good stuff is coming. That was part of another reading today, which was about the diamond and, you know, all the pressure that you put on it to make it go from cold to this beautiful stone. So I think that's kind of where you started with the dolphin, you know, that you can have all these horrible things, but also have this beautiful ending. That is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you in some way. Please write your comments below. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet. It's free, it's easy, it helps me and my channel. Hit the super thanks button if you want to leave a tip. And I am retiring the 3 and 6 card private reading. So if you want me to give you a reading, you've got a few days left, but you better get it ordered. Link is in the description box. It's recorded just like this. You can ask any question you want or get a general reading. You watch it on a private link right here. Super easy. That's all I have for you today. I will see you soon. Talk to you. Bye.